Hello, my friends. Hello, my viewers. I welcome you to another important section today. And today I'll be inviting Mr. Abdul Qudus to give us his experience, to give us his understanding about the GCUB scholarship application, because he's one of the successful GCUB applicants. And he will be giving us his blueprint, his formula, his idea on how we can successfully apply for GCUB application scholarship. He's enjoying himself in Brazil, and he also wish you also come to Brazil and you enjoy yourself too. So I welcome you to the stage, Mr. Qudus. Can we know you?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Abdul Qudus. Let's say I graduated from Federal University of Technology, Akure. I did my bachelor's degree there in metallurgical materials engineering. I'm currently doing biomaterials engineering here in Federal University of Lavras in Minas Gerais, Brazil. Thank you.
That's great. That's great. I love that your CV. So you're welcome. Please, how long have you been in Brazil, Mr. Qudus? How long?
I came around August 2023. So let's say I've been here for like 9 months now.
Wow, that's it. So what has been your experience like for the past 9 months? What has been your experience in Brazil comparing to where you came from?
As the experience here, the weather is similar, it's just similar to Nigerian weather. Then the Brazilians are very friendly, they are very accommodating, they like to interact with foreigners, and most especially if they know that you understand English, they will try to communicate with you and make friends with you. But the actual problem that you can face here is that the language, the Portuguese
Wow.
language, if you can't speak Portuguese very well, you can't have a very deep conversation with Brazilians. Yeah, because most of them speak Portuguese.
So how difficult is that Portuguese for me to learn or for somebody to in Brazil?
It's just I can't, for me it's very difficult for me because it's a new language entirely. It's very different from English language. Just like some words, most especially in Portuguese language, you have feminine words, we have masculine words. So it's very difficult. You have to memorize all these words from beginning to from ABC, from A to Z. So from A to Z is somehow different. The alphabets are different also. The numbers are also different. So it's somehow difficult for me.
Wow. But even despite the fact that it's difficult, you are still surviving in Brazil. How are you
Yeah.
managing yourself? How are you managing yourself to survive in Brazil?
Actually, as a Nigerian now, you survive anywhere. As a Nigerian, you can survive anywhere. So
Wow.
you survive. But the language, most of my courses are in English and Portuguese because
Okay.
my lecturers understand English. So
Okay.
they try to communicate with us in English and Portuguese during the
Okay.
lectures. And
So
since I'm doing masters, I do research more. I do more of research. So my classes are just limited.
okay. So that means that that language is not a barrier if you want to come to Brazil and study.
Yeah. It's not a barrier.
It's not a
Especially, I
barrier.
think most of the courses, especially computer science, I think most of the schools in Brazil, yeah, they offer computer science in English language. In
Oh,
my school, they
that's
offer
good.
in its English language, and in the other school, I don't know, they offer in English language, especially if you are coming from computer science.
So as somebody that doesn't have any knowledge of Portuguese language, as somebody that speaks English, I can come to Brazil to study and be successful.
Yeah, you can come. Then from if you are still in Nigeria, you can start learning Portuguese with some apps, especially like Busu. There's an app. Busu is very helpful. Busu, Duolingo, they are very
Duolingo.
helpful. And you
Oh,
can
that's
also
fine.
check some YouTube channels to learn some basic, some basic words like greetings, good morning, good afternoon, all these, when you meet someone, how you communicate with someone.
That's interesting. And okay, what about the? Let me just divert a bit. The economic of Brazil compared with the economic of Nigeria, where you came from, are they similar? Are they different? Which one is better? Which one is low? And all that.
I can't really say about the economy because I'm actually studying, but let's say the stipend I'm getting from the government is enough for me to survive here. And when we check the currency rate of, let's say, Brazilian reais with $2 is very stable. It's not fluctuating like naira to $9.
Okay,
So it's very
okay,
stable.
that's
So
fine.
we can say that
That's
their economy is stable.
okay. Than what we have in Nigeria. I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
good thing. I think that's a good
Mm.
thing, and so far you can have a stable economy and you can manage yourself with the stipends you have. Is a good thing. But there is a caution that every Nigerians or every African that is traveling abroad want to know is that can I study and work while in Brazil and all that? What's your own perspective to that?
You can study and work if you understand the language very well, because the language is the barrier. You can get a job,
Mm,
but how will you communicate when you are working? So that's the issue.
mm,
But if you get
okay.
if you get a teaching job online, a remote teaching job that you can teach English, intermediate level or advanced level, you can do work from home.
Yeah.
So that's something. But that physical job, it
Wow.
will be very difficult for you to get, especially if you are not in Sao Paulo or Rio, to get an
Because of the
English speaking
language.
job. Yeah, because of the
Because of the
language.
language. Okay. Yeah, but I can work online. I can teach English
Yeah, you can
job.
work
I can
online. You
do
can
other
work
this
online.
thing, and
Yeah.
it doesn't affect my studies and all that. Okay.
Yes.
So another thing I want to ask you, as a successful GCUB applicant, what can you say about the program, sir?
The program is very good for someone coming from Nigeria because you you'll be given stipend monthly. You won't pay school fees. You won't pay some basic things that you used to pay in Nigeria, like you want to buy material, your course materials. You don't need to pay for that.
Mhm.
If you have, because here in Brazil, everything is catered for, especially the
Okay.
education is catered for. So the GCUB scholarship, I think this year's GCUB scholarship, GCUB sponsored some of the successful applicants. They pay for their
Yes.
flight and they pay for their
Wow.
settlement fee. So
Wow.
I think it was picked randomly. So it's something you can also get. So it's a
Wow.
good program for someone
That's
coming
that
from
that
Nigeria.
That's interesting. Okay, I want to ask, what are the major things to consider in the scholarship application for somebody to get it? What are the major things to consider?
The You need your two essays, the essay one and essay two. Those are the main documents to become successful in this application. Though I think they
Okay.
use they grade other documents also, but these are the two main documents that you need to have
Mm-hmm. Oh
to
wow.
be chosen.
SC1, SC2. Can you please expatiate
Essay
on
one,
the
essay two.
SC1, SC2?
Essay one is just like the statement of purpose, your
Okay.
motivation to study in Brazil, your motivation to study that course you want to do. How do you came about uh, the course? How do you
Okay.
your
Your
background knowledge about the
interest.
course? Yeah, your
Yes.
interests about the course and your motivation on the course. So
Okay.
that's just essay one. The
That's
essay
it.
two is just like the proposal, how you write your
Mm-hmm.
proposal. It can be in 15 pages, can be in just something very like summary of your proposal, not something big. If you're writing a
Okay.
proposal, it doesn't mean you should write something big like 50 pages. No, your proposal can be like 15 pages, and what matters is the quality, not the quantity of what you are writing.
On the research proposal, can you please iteminize some of the important items that will be in the research proposal?
The research, I think from the program, you must pick something similar to Brazil and Nigeria, so that something that is similar.
Okay.
Brazil, from that you can do in Brazil university and implement back at home. So when you are talking about the let's say the title, the introduction, the problem statements, what do you want to do, the your methods and materials. So I'm just listing it. So it's not so your, let's say, your expected results, your timeline, how your timeline of doing this research. So those are the main things that you must consider, major things that you must consider.
But if I don't put, I realize that there are 5 schools, there are 5 universities to fill in the application. Is it necessary for me to fill the 5 universities?
No, it's not necessary. When I did I picked just 3 universities and I was given one. So it doesn't matter you pick 5 or 3 or 2 or something. Just pick like at least 3 universities to have the chances of picking.
Okay. In the 3 universities you picked, do you write a research proposal for the 3 universities? Do you pick the same course in the 3 universities?
Yes, I picked the same course.
The same courses in the 3 universities?
Yes, something that is similar. I think, let's say, if you check the universities, you see their research line. You see what they are doing about. So you can check each university and know what their research line is. So just check each university and know what they are doing before picking the university.
Okay. So, for example, I pick 3 universities, like you pick 3 universities. I will write, is it going to be 3 different research proposal or the same research proposal I will put in the same 3 universities?
Yeah, you can, if you have the time, you can do 3 different proposals for the 3 different universities. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, wow, that is interesting. So I can pick 3 universities, like you have picked 3 universities. I can pick the 5 universities with and in that 5 universities I can pick the same courses.
Yes.
Or I can pick different courses. If I'm picking the same course, that means I will be submitting the same
proposal.
Yes, I will be submitting the same proposal. Yes. And if I'm picking different courses in that different university, I'll be submitting different proposal.
Yes. Actually, but what actually matters is that you must check what they are doing in that university. It doesn't matter. Say yes, some universities might have different name they call their department, and they are doing the same research. Their research interest is same. So you must check those university and know what they are doing before picking them. So actually, if in my school now, there's, let's say, biomaterials engineering. I'm doing biomaterials engineering. My research interest might be similar to your university in mechanical engineering. So you can pick, just check the university. That's what I'm saying. Just check the interest of the departments you are picking from the university. So that
But another thing is that the universities, the courses in the universities are in Portuguese. How do I understand? Me that I don't understand Portuguese. How do I understand the Portuguese as in the courses in Portuguese?
You can translate it if you see something similar to, like, if you are doing engineering now, you can see something similar. You can translate before going to the table of available courses. You can translate from English to Portuguese and know what you are looking for. So if I'm doing mechanical engineering now, I can translate to Portuguese and know how mechanical engineering is written in Portuguese. So I'll look for it in the PDF file.
Okay, thank you. So is that how you did yours when you were doing, or you have the knowledge of
Yes,
Portuguese before you start?
that's how I did mine.
Okay, so you translate the courses to English, and you're able
Yes.
to know the
No, to
meaning.
Portuguese.
To Portuguese, and
Yeah.
you are able to know the meaning of the course in English.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So thank you. Any other information for the applicants, because the application is ongoing now and will be closing next month. Any other information that you have for them?
I just think if you are applying for GCUB, you should also apply to other scholarship also, because it's becoming more competitive year in, year out.
Wow.
So I
Okay.
think they are picking like 600 successful applicants this year. So if you are applying to GCUB scholarship, you should apply to other scholarship also in different countries. And
Okay.
if you can't get, I think some schools also, I think they've opened their portal for admission. So you can check these different universities and apply to the
Okay.
admission, because if you get admission here, it's free. So, and if the department has a scholarship for you, you can get the scholarship. There's one person
Okay.
from Nigeria here. It didn't came through GCUB. It came through
GCUB.
CAPES. So he sent a message to the graduate coordinator of my department, and the graduate coordinator told him to apply to this, and he got the admission with scholarship. So he's here
Wow.
now in my department. So
So
you can also do that also.
okay, so it's not only GCUB, it's not only through GCUB you can enter Brazil and study.
Yes. You can look for these universities online, Google, and get the email of the graduate coordinator and message the graduate coordinator, and you can get the scholarship.
That's great. That's great. So but this GCE application now, I can also apply to it and get to Brazil
Yes.
and get to Brazil. So when will the result be coming out?
I think by September. I think
September this
September.
year.
Yes.
Okay.
I think September.
Eh.
There's
So
a
when we
timeline
come,
for there's a timeline. I think it's on their website. There's a timeline for all these applications. So just check, it's on the website. They talked about
okay.
the evaluation process, the evaluation period, the result period. So everything is on their website.
Thank you, Mr. Qudus. I think you have done justice to the information, the needed information, because you have talked about the major thing in the application, which is the SA1 and SA2. And you said SA1 is the motivation letter or statement of purpose, and the SA2 is
Yes.
the research proposal and everything. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm very sure the viewers
Thank you. You're welcome.
are listening now, and if there's any comment, if there's any question, they will send it in the question in the link below, in the comment section below, and if there is need for them to respond to you, they will get to you through the channels. Thank you, Mr. Qudus. Nice meeting you.
You're
As
welcome.
in, nice having you here. I've met you already. Nice
You're
having you
welcome.
here, and nice sharing your knowledge with us.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much. Yeah.
All right. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.